morning, guys. How are you doing? Angel here from Nobleman's Apothecary. And yeah, so welcome to my 1994 Salem. It's a 24-foot to fifth wheel trailer. And let me just read off some of the features. New water pump, new tankless hot water heater, new toilet, new floors, and it sleeps 6. Honey, how many family members is us and our kids?
It's exactly 6.
Cool, man. So I used to there's a profit sharing app called Neighbor, and people can rent parking spaces on your property from you. And we had a nice gentleman named Greg. We're actually friends now. He rented a spot in our backyard for 9 months at a rate of, I think, $75 a month. And we paid $2,500 for this here, $2,500 after he rented from us for 9 months. So we essentially paid $1,750 for this trailer. Not a bad deal, huh? And it even comes with a full wood porch. Look at that. It's a nice 8 by, I think, 6 porch on the back. So this trailer had gone through, I guess, some kind of fire damage in the back here. This used to be the kitchen area, and whoever owned it previously to the guy that rented the spot and sold this to me, the guy he got it from, actually, I guess, gutted the whole back part where it was fire damaged and actually just turned it into this. Not bad, huh? Instead of, you know, trashing it or whatever. So, or junking it. So, let me give you a little rundown. Let's do the outside first. So, as you can see, if you want to look underneath, the frame, the frame is still there. The frame is still intact of the whole chassis. It's still there. All the suspension is still there. It's a tandem axle, so it should handle fine on the road. What I like about the back is you can actually store things like bulky items, and obviously you want to keep weight in mind because you don't want to put too much weight behind the trailer axles. So, but we could definitely fit like a cooler and maybe the generator back here, just to make it easier to get to and just pull over and get for refreshments and stuff like that. So, like I said, the previous owner did some rearranging with the windows. I think this is original. I think this window was on the other side, and because you can see this is a big cutout, and I think that he swapped the windows. So on the other side, which we'll get to, is a bigger window, and I think, like I said, and there's you could see the signs of like a smaller window cutout, and I think that's what happened, just to make this new configuration work. And again, we'll go inside and I'll show you. We got a dual propane tank setup. Came with, pretty cool. It's got the little ports. Obviously got the outlets for outside. I think there was an awning here at some point. I think that's what this is for. It's one of those awning track locks. I have no idea, just a guess. Yeah, it's a fifth wheel here, so just storage underneath. New battery. Came with a new battery, pretty cool. It's, my tape measure, which I'm actually gonna need that. So. Just got some of the jack accessories and the regulator for the propane tank with the hose and stuff. That's pretty cool. So the setup came fairly complete. It's even got some of the parts for the gray and black water tank. This hitch, if you want to come over here, honey, come in right here. You see right here, I'm gonna have to, can you get that in focus? I'm gonna go through and run a new bead weld. I'm gonna lock all this stuff in because, as you can see, this thing's from 1994, and these welds, I'm like, dude, really? These welds are tiny. So I don't know how this thing didn't just rip off 10 years ago. And then I have to adjust this. You see how it looks like a maybe it was on a lifted vehicle, so he tried to adjust it the best he can. But I wanna readjust it so that way it sits, and that allows the camper to sit as low as possible. There's some bed rail damage there. So there's the master bedroom window. Black and gray water tank. Where the nasty stuff comes out of.
The sun.
The suspension looks okay. You never know with these trailers. Sometimes the bushings tend to just rot out, and it's a 1994 model, so there's a good chance that the bushings were rotted out. But I'm gonna take it on a test drive, test the brakes out and all that stuff. The brakes are making some scraping noises, so I might have to go through there and either lube things up or replace pads and even the drums. I'm not sure. But the tires have plenty of tread. The tires have plenty of tread, and they're like 2013. So they're not quite 13 years old. They're about 9 years old. So the tires, with the tread that they have, I don't see any dry rotting or cracking or splitting, so I think they're okay. But we'll definitely keep an eye on that when we're traveling, of course, and while we're doing our testing. Got our power port here. It's wired inside for, what is it, 120 or whatever you call it, 110? Fresh water. There's our propane tankless hot water heater in there, which is pretty cool because we can actually hook that up anywhere we are, or anywhere we want to take a shower. All right, let's go inside. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Watch your step on here. So it's not that bad. It's really not that small, and I know we're going to be utilizing this. This will be, if it's raining outside, throw a tarp up and, you know, set up a barbecue grill if we want. But yeah, there's so many uses for this area, so I'm glad that they converted it that way. Okay, so the interior is a little rough. It's more like a man cave setup. Let's head on in here. Okay, so there's our little breaker box down underneath this base bed. I'm gonna turn this into a bunk bed. So this right here, I'm gonna expand this. I'm actually gonna remove it and reframe it. I'm gonna tie the legs in down to these legs here, if you see. And that way we'll have, and we'll lower it as well. That way we can have a full bunk. That way our 16-year-old boy can sleep here, 14-year-old girl. Our 11-year-old boy over here, and our 3-year-old boy, I guess he can sleep with whoever he wants because he's our baby, right? So he might sleep with sis, or he might sleep with mom and dad and the master. You ready for the master? So the master suite is just a bed. I mean, it's a trailer. So it's got plenty of room though. It's got 2 mattresses, which we're gonna get rid of and put our own in here. I want to replace that vent up there. There's actually not a fan even attached to it, so we're going to, the guy who rented a spot, I told him, I was like, hey, you know that thing's wide open? So he came and glued like a tarp to the top. So I've got fans on the way, 2 fans, one for the bathroom and one for here. We're gonna clean up this trim and stuff like that, wipe the walls down and get some new shades on the windows. So yeah, it looks like they did some flooring. Yeah, they said new floor, but I mean, it was really just floor planks. He probably got it on surplus sale or whatever. But little storage here. We got tons of hangers. Thanks, Greg. Look, you hooked it up with a bunch of hangers. That's awesome. I think this is like speaker wire. There's a couple of speakers throughout, and I think that's what that's for. I wouldn't be surprised if it came with like a little TV back in the day. Here's a little sink here. Little vanity bathroom area. Turn this light off. And I like that all these lights are like battery operated, so we don't have to worry about draining the battery if anybody leaves the lights on. The main house battery. Alright, so let's go into the bathroom. now we have, it had a new bathtub, right? Or a new toilet. New toilet, unused. Pretty cool, right? I see some storage here for your toiletry needs. This fan is going to get replaced also. It still works as far as vent. It has a cover, so it's protected from the elements. But as you can see, there's no fan in there. There's no blades. There's the motor, but no blades in there. So we're just going to replace that whole unit with a new one. I bought two. This should be here this week coming. Little water pump switch. And if you look right here, this here is the old bathtub. Show them this here. This is the original bathtub, and you can see they tried to epoxy a patch in the floor, but I ordered a new bathtub, so that'll be here this week. But you can see there's plenty of outlets, so the kids can charge their phones, do their tablets, schoolwork. Right?
Yes. Well, it'll be summer by the time we're headed out.
Yeah, I know. But so this frame, we're gonna lower this probably about, I don't know, this height here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But what is Dad doing without his tape measure? Where is he? Oh, put them nobleman britches to work, y'all.
It's not just a knife pocket.
Knife/tool pocket. So I think 48 inches is good, 4 feet.
Yeah.
It would be good. And maybe making it a little bit more narrow. Just a little bit, just to give him, so he can use this as a step to get up. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I've got lumber outside, so we'll start ripping this out, start ripping that out. I'm probably going to focus more on this today. He's supposed to be waking up soon and helping me, but you know how those teenagers are. So that's our 24-foot Salem trailer, 1994 model that was converted into a pretty cool, it has a little patio. We got rid of the kitchen, that's fine. We like to cook outside anyway. And now there's a back porch so we can enjoy the outdoors even more. Okay, so I'm going to start by removing that upper shelf and we're going to lower it. What I realize is that the window is in the way, so we're only going to be able to go down a little bit. But that just means we have to get a little bit. That just means we have to get a little bit more creative with our ingenuity, right? So we'll probably just do some more bracing and outrig it a little bit, so that way it doesn't come into contact with the window. But yeah, I got all these screws out, and I'm going to start removing the rest, and should be out in a jiff. So I'm going to deal with not having an extension by doing a 1/4-inch driver with this little impact and a socket to hold our mini Torx bit. Next time I go to the hardware store, I'll get a proper Torx driver bit, but this will work, right? So with the outrageous lumber prices, we're actually going to use, we got 2x4s, we got 2x6s, but for the platform, we're going to use leftover roof sheathing. So that should work just fine. Here's what I got done so far. Got the shelf removed. There's some wiring there. I might put an outlet underneath there. I'm not sure though. I might just cap those and store them in the wall there. But yeah, so this platform right here is like an RV sized twin. So it uses a certain type of mattress, which we can find. But yeah. Today's on feet is the NYX Urban Loggers in natural wax flesh. You already know what the laces are, guys. Pisgah laces. Let me see. Nope, we're not focusing today. Pisgah laces. This is the rust color, actually. And I'm wearing my rustic tee. A rustic tee. Yep. And an all women work breeches. Let's see what we got. We got a Civivi Cogent pocket knife. We got our old work tape measure. My pencil. And I did have a pencil on this side. Leather lined knife / tool pockets in industry first. Those were a collaboration with Nobleman's Apothecary, myself, and Bullhide Denim Co. We sold out in 2 days. We only made 10 units available because not everybody likes natural selvage denim. So we made 10 units available. We sold out in 10 days. You guys rock. Safety first, y'all. 10-year-old fire extinguisher. I think that's it. Now I'll just start measuring and marking out for the platform ride height. Like I said, I think I'm gonna have to outrig it, so I'll have some. There we go. Let's slide in here. So as you can see, the platform sat right about here. I want to drop it as much as I can so that my 16-year-old can lay on his side. So yeah, man. We'll get to it. I'm gonna start measuring and marking things out. So I got the upper shelf all taken down. Now, what I'm going to do is, so we don't have to worry about tying into this exterior wall, which would probably give it the most security as far as stability, I mean. I'm going to plan to anchoring into that wall, anchoring into this exterior wall, and also tying it down with 2x4 legs down to this platform here. So I got a leg here. See this leg right here? See this leg right here? I don't know if there's frame on the other corners. Hopefully there are. There should be if he framed it correctly. So right now I'm just going to unscrew it, lift it up, and take a look at the framing on the inside underneath this platform. Keep recording. Alright. Glad he used quality screws. We can actually reuse a bunch of them. Let's see. Ready? Okay. So here's our fresh water tank. freshwater tank. There's a brand new water pump. You see that? New water pump that we showed in the listing. Brand new water pump, outlets, our inverter box there. Crazy. Why am I seeing like raw wires? This just looks. Not too shabby in here. We'll probably get in here with a vacuum. But you see, I got some solid framing that I can join. Put the legs, have the legs sit on, which is good. Yeah, so I can sit those legs directly on here because those are quality 2x4 cleat or 2x3 cleats, and we'll be good to go. Start framing it out now. So I got my measurements for my legs and most of the framework for that upper bunk of the bed. We're gonna mark 4 legs. 4 legs at 40 inches long. So 2x4 we'll use for the legs. 2x6 we'll use for the actual platform frame. All right, so we got our legs for the top bunk cut to 40 inches, and we're gonna install them on each corner. I got my top shelf helper, Angel. I'm gonna step in the frame and say hello. This is my 16-year-old. He's gonna be the one that is gonna be sleeping on this top bunk. So what's up?
What's up?
So he's gonna help me here finish up this project for today. Markings first. 3.5. Okay, now we just got those 3. We'll make some markings. Ow. So we got, so we got those 2 there. Those 2 corners, top corners. Now we're just gonna put 1, 2, 3 more. That way this top bunk is just basically indestructible. Get the screw started. now we can, let's start on this one. Hold it here. Now, we're going to well, we have it. Oh, let me see. Top bunk all framed out. Give it a good shake, Angel. Give it a good shake. That ain't going nowhere. Cool. Now we just have to do the platform and we should be all set. Alright? Go. Down to the home stretch here. We're just going to run some screws attaching this 1/2 inch, looks like roof sheathing, down into the frame. We got 1.5 inch and 5/8 number 2 screws. Yeah, screw broke. Won't even come off either. Huh. Gotta love when that happens. Screw head broke off and it won't even come off, so I'm gonna grab some pliers for that. Alright. Got some pliers. Let's see how this works. That was annoying. Alright. Test it out, bro. Let's clean this area up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy with the coffee. Oh yeah. Plenty of shoulder room. And definitely room for a mattress in between as well. A slim, low profile mattress. Look good?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Is that the head of the screw? Hey, Shadow. You like it? He's like, no, no, no. I don't do cameras. Shadow. You like it? Good? Alright. Yeah. It's about 12:55 right now, almost 1 o'clock, and we are done for today. We got quite a bit done. We got the upper bunk here. What do you think? 2x6 frame. This thing is not going anywhere. Pretty solid. I just threw this sheet back up here to keep the sun out and the heat. Help dissipate some of the heat. Yeah, man. How's the contrast? Is the exposure good? Okay. So that's it. That's, episode 1 of the Salem 24-foot 1994 fifth wheel trailer that sleeps 6. I don't know. We got to name this thing. So put it down in the comments maybe if you guys have any name suggestions. We're open to them. Yeah, Angel from Nobleman's Apothecary. Jenny behind the camera. You saw my son Angel. Yeah, so that's it for episode 1. Episode 2, you will see me install the new bathtub, shower curtain, and get some water hooked up, and we'll test out the shower. Sound good? That's it for today. It's hot. Stay noble. Stay safe. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Shop small. I'll see you guys.